All right, here we are. Day number 4 of this 90-day challenge. We're out here in my car because the wife is using the inside for a video call and I don't want to bother her. So we're here. We're here outside. We have our mango margaritas, and this title of this day is going to be called No Internet, Flood, Mango Margaritas, and Business Talk. So, if you guys don't know already, I live in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee experienced a lot of flooding. And so that was kind of crazy. Waking up, roads closed. You can't go to a lot of the popular roads that you used to go to get to the places that you want to go because there's water blocking them. So, which is kind of crazy. I don't think I've really experienced that much in my life. So I'm really thankful for that. But yeah, we're here. And we had no internet. We had no power in our house. So that was fun. Didn't sleep at all. So I really enjoyed that time with that. But we're here. We got our mango margarita in a whiskey glass because I don't have any margarita glasses, because who has margarita glasses? That's pure insanity. But we are here. So with that, business talk. So it's been kind of cool lately. One of the biggest things that I really want to focus on in my business is scaling. But the challenge with right now in scaling is I don't have like a ton of time. So just being very careful with how much I'm scaling and what I'm doing, because it's not like I have a ton of time. But the cool thing is that there's a lot of opportunities opening up recently, and just kind of coming out of the blue. So that's kind of awesome. I really enjoyed that. A lot of opportunities are coming up, and just trying to take advantage as much as possible. I think the biggest thing is just patience, and eventually, maybe down the road, take a risk and see what I can do. I've never had the pleasure of, leaving a full-time job to start something, something out of my comfort zone. But that's exciting, though. I'm excited for that. So I believe that's going to happen sooner rather than later. But some things need to fall into place. So my goal is for be kind of cool to get a part-time job and rely on my sugar mama, my wife, and rely on one income, take a part-time job, and then just go ham on the video stuff. Because I think the biggest thing with business right now is I believe that I have the skills and the capability to do video at a relatively high level, enough for to get paid for, which is the the point, the purpose, and to impact people's businesses. That's always exciting. But I think I'm there. So I really want to start reaching out to businesses, either if that means doing free services and then eventually continuing to hone my skills, build connections, and make a name for myself. And if paid opportunities come down the way, which I believe they will, then that would be incredible. And so that is the goal. So that's the biggest thing, is just scaling, learning how to scale in a way that makes sense. Because I could scale so much faster, but right now I just don't have a lot of time and energy to scale so fast. So because right now I really have only time for a few videos a week, or maybe even one, depending on how intense the video is. But yeah, so we're learning to scale. We're learning to hone my skills and just taking advantage of all the opportunities as much as possible. So yeah, that's kind of the goal with business right now. Learning how to market myself a little bit more, make myself known, letting people know that I'm here, I'm doing it. So with that, yeah, I'm excited. I think I've been the most excited for the future of my business than I have ever been. I think so many times as I invested in this business that you get kind of hopeless of where things are going, because, like, things move slowly. Sorry, my camera is shaking and I apologize. You kind of get hopeless with where things go, because yeah, things move slow and you only have so much time, and I would love to invest in more time, but then that would take away from a lot of other things and that I value important. And I believe that in time things will come, and I just got to trust in the process, and trust in the goal that I have for myself, and eventually I'll get there. And I believe that will happen sooner rather than later. And that is because I want to go full time. I really do. It'd be great. But I don't really have much control over that. But I know that opportunities are coming slowly and surely. And yeah, I'm just trying to make the most out of those opportunities, trying to plan. I think the challenging with some of the opportunities that have been popping up, a lot of them are our event planning, which is great and I like it. But the hard thing with event planning is that there's not a lot of, you don't really scout. You can't really scout the venue. You don't really know what you're walking into. You kind of have an idea, but it's just kind of winging it, honestly. A lot of winging it. And I enjoy that, but also don't enjoy that at the same time. So just trying to take advantage of that. And yeah, so those are kind of some of the updates, and this is what's kind of going on in my business. And so, yeah, that's what's got going on. So, thank you for watching another day. This is day 4. And mango margaritas in a car. Let's go.